Hello and welcome to this short strategy video. My name is Rihanna Ridman. I am an infant and early childhood mental health consultant at Children's Resource Center in Bowling Green, Ohio. Today's strategy is going to be about prompting. So we are going to use prompting to increase children's initiative. So what is prompting? Prompting is an evidence-based strategy to increase initiative. An initiative is a protective factor for resilience, which is why we really want to build that up in young children. So providing a prompt is just giving your child a suggestion for something they might need maybe some extra support with. So maybe a prompt to ask another child to play, or maybe a prompt to help them start an activity. So it's just going to be a suggestion that we can give them to help them with whatever they need support with in joining that activity, or getting their needs met. So again, initiative increases protective factors for resilience, and initiative is the child's ability to use independent in thought and action to meet their own needs. So this is really important. We want to build this up. We want children to be independent. We want them to be able to do things on their own without us having to, tell them all the time what to do next. So prompting is just one way to help build that skill. So prompting can be verbal prompts. This could be questions or spoken instruction. So that means that prompts can be indirect or direct. So an example of an indirect prompt could be, say it's cleanup time, and an indirect prompt could be a question like, well, what should we pick up first? Or, do you think we should pick up the green blocks or the blue blocks? And then a direct prompt would be something that we are just going to give them a direction. We're going to say, put the blocks in the basket. Or we could say, the prompt would be, it's time to clean up, put the toys where they belong. So that's just kind of prompting them to get them started to do whatever it is that they need to get done. Another way to prompt is to use a gesture. And so gestures are those nonverbal communication that we might use to kind of get them going in the right direction. So, these pictures of these look like teachers in a classroom. A teacher might use a gesture and to say, it's time to use an inside voice, or we need to have a quieter voice. So I'm going to put my finger up against my mouth and shh. So this is kind of that gesture prompt to say, we need to use a quieter voice. Hand motions or pointing. This other teacher here in this picture looks like she's showing her listening ears. So maybe she's prompting to a child, turn your listening ears on, or, make sure that you're listening to directions. So again, prompting could be a gesture. I know sometimes I've seen teachers in classrooms where they kind of just like raise their eyebrows, or maybe they look over to like the classroom rules, point over to the classroom rules. So that way that gives the child that gesture or prompt that says, hey, I need to change my behavior. I need to do something different. And then lastly, visual prompts. These are a really great way to help children know what comes next. So having a visual schedule in your classroom, this can be a prompt to show exactly what is happening after that activity. So, having a calendar to show you, what kind of activities we're going to do during the day. Again, we talked about classroom rules. Having a visual for that prompt, I can just point to the classroom rules that says, listening ears, looking eyes, we're going to have a quiet mouth. And then also you might have seen visual prompts in a public restroom. They might have the sign that shows you to wash your hands before you leave the restroom. These are visual prompts. So really it's, again, just a suggestion for children so that they can meet their needs. I did put on here a resource page. If you have any questions or if you would like some resources, please feel free to email me at riannar@crcwoodcounty.org. The strategy today is from DECA, so that's the Devereaux Center for Resilient Children. And the visuals that I got for the visual schedule or the um, the hand washing and just kind of having those visual reminders or visual prompts, those are from Teachers Pay Teachers. They're free. You can go on Teachers Pay Teachers and search what you're looking for a visual prompt, and they have options that are free, or they have ones that you can pay for. Lastly, I want to remind you to like us on Facebook at CRC Infant and Early Childhood Connection. We share different resources on our Facebook page, and we will post our new videos and link to our previous parent chats that we have recorded and these short strategy tip videos.